and intense scrutiny for a top exec at Campbell's Soup who's accused of saying some pretty wild stuff, like that the meat in the soup is bioengineered from a 3D printer. Whoa. And allegedly going on an offensive and in some case racist rant. It's all because a former employee who's suing the company says he secretly recorded Campbell's VP and Chief Information Security Officer Martin Bally during what that worker describes as an hour-long tirade. We've got the recording, and we want to warn you here. It's
we have the recording? Let's go.
We have shit for poor people. Who buys our shit? It's healthy. Now that I know what the in it, even in a can of soup, I look at it, look at meat, bioengineered meat. I don't want to eat a piece of chicken that came from a 3D printer.
Oof, in the lawsuit.
Oh, well, I think that basically is most likely going to tank everything. God, that's rough. Really, is that a thing? Well, now I believe it. I'm gonna be honest. If this is the actual VP of the product itself telling you or telling us blatantly, obviously it was secretly recorded. He didn't want that out, right? But now we know, guys. That's a wild one, bro. And listen, what's funny is like a lot of people who even own food chains no longer actually consume the products that they are selling. I think that's the reality here. They know it makes money, but they also know that it's incredibly unhealthy. Wow, a piece of chicken that came from a 3D printer. That's wild.
Oof, in the lawsuit, the former employee also alleges Bally made racist remarks about Indian workers, calling them idiots. When he reported the tirade to company management, he was terminated in retaliation, allegedly, for complaining about that alleged behavior.
Right.
Campbell's has not confirmed the statements to NBC, but did say that if they were made, they do not reflect the company's values. NBC News also reached out to Bally, but haven't heard back. Let's bring in Camila Bernal.
But is it
Camila,
true?
this is just what we played is just a little bit of this, right? There's more to these allegations?
There's many more of these allegations, and I also read through the lawsuit, Hallie, and what this former employee says is that this all happened over a conversation about his salary. He says they sat down about a year ago to talk through all of these things, and that's when he began speaking badly about the company, saying things like this was processed food and saying this was for poor people, as you heard there on that recording. And like you mentioned, this goes on for a while, and I want you to listen to more of that conversation.
Wow. Hey guys, I'm definitely not someone who's like boycott this, boycott that, right? But I will tell you this right now: if the VP specifically of a gigantic corporation is basically telling you all of these things kind of in secrecy, to the point where the information basically gets leaked now you're hearing these things directly from him, bioengineered, 3D printed meat, guys, all of these things sound absolutely horrifying here. I would personally stay away from this product. That's not for me. But to be honest, I mean, you could read the back label and probably have seen that it was, a bunch of nonsense.
Everybody thinks our recipes are like crown jewels or not. They're important, but no, it's the process. It's the process that makes the food. The ingredients are in the back of the can.
So not only does he talk about the food, but this lawsuit also alleges that this VP went on to talk about employees at the company, and the lawsuit alleges that they're racist comments. Take a listen to those comments.
They couldn't think for the dumb.
So clearly there was no filter during this conversation. The former employee also alleges that the executive admitted to going to the office high on edibles. I mean, again, this goes on and on about a number of different things here. And apparently the former employee reported all of this to his manager. He says that some time went on and he wasn't encouraged to go to HR. And so he got fired. And what he's saying now is that he believes his firing was retaliation for him coming forward and
of course it was
speaking out about all of this, Hallie.
Camila, we talked a little bit about some of what we heard from Campbell's on these alleged comments here. What else is this former employee, this former worker saying?
Well, first of all, I want to go back to what Campbell's is saying, because what they're saying is that they use 100% chicken. They say it's USDA approved. They go over the list and essentially say that all of this that this current employee said was false. They also, I want to note, have this employee on leave while they investigate all of this.
He told his secret.
He's not been fired yet, but he's
suspended.
on leave. And I want to read part of the statement that Campbell's put out, where they say we are proud of the food that we make, the people who make it, and the high quality ingredients that we use. We know that millions of people use Campbell's products, and we are honored by the trust they put in us. The comments made about our food are completely inaccurate and absurd. So again, they also emphasize that the employee who made these comments, the vice president, works in cybersecurity in IT, and so they say he has nothing to do with the making of the actual food. On the other hand, you have this former employee who, of course, is suing, but who also says that essentially this was extremely emotional and really damaging for him, not just emotionally, but financially as well. Talks about being embarrassed and just being put out on the spot, essentially, for all of this, when he alleges that all he wanted to do was come out and tell the truth. I want to read part of his statement and what he's saying now. He says, this situation has been very hard on Robert. This is from his attorney. He says he thought Campbell's would be thankful that he reported Martin's behavior, but instead he was abruptly fired. We look forward to obtaining justice for Robert. So as this lawsuit plays out in court, it's going to be interesting to see what happens. Campbell has not verified the audio. We have not been able to verify the audio, but again, those allegations are really alarming, Hallie.
Okay, I'm sorry. Hold the phone here, guys. Generally, whenever someone says something and they think that they're in a private scenario, I generally would probably believe them more than whatever the PR department is basically releasing to the public. I'm sorry here, guys. Like hearing this and like listening to the tone, et cetera, I can definitely tell you that I don't really put much stock in the fact that he's lying. All right, I'm sorry here, guys. Right? Why would the company actually admit to 3D printing meat, bioengineering things? You're saying that it's 100% chicken. Then, I mean, I get it. Is it 100% chicken, just like a chicken nugget from McDonald's is 100% chicken? Like after it goes through multiple processes to basically stretch it and stretch the protein itself by adding all types of gums and all types of weirdo stuff to it, bro. Right? When he said you were 3D printing meat, I think that's what he's talking about. Right. Like, I mean, obviously, there are going to be a good amount of people who like don't understand the process of potentially processing large quantities of food and then getting to the point where you have to stretch it. Right. But I don't know, guys. I believe the secret recording more so than the PR department. I'm sorry. All right. I'm sorry, guys. It is what it is here, bro. Would I probably consume this product again? I didn't really do it in the first place. Guys, do you want to watch movies with me? I never actually thought to like promote it over here, guys. But if you guys do want to watch it, guys, we have hundreds of movies, and I mean hundreds of movies that we've reacted to. You guys can come watch them with me if you want to, along with many TV shows. Currently, we're working on the show Dexter, along with Vikings. And we have a lot of series that are already completed. But if you guys do want to watch it with me, the link is in the description. Everything's available at the second tier. But of course, if that's not your thing, guys, don't worry, right? Listen, like and subscribe.